Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
A one-stop shop for veterans. The new Community Resource Center will help provide vets with permanent housing, career development, a food pantry, as well as vets' physical and mental health. A grand opening and ribbon-cutting ceremony is going on this afternoon. That's where we find Valley News Team's Bailey Hurley to show us the latest. Bailey?
Yeah, Stacy, this is only the 31st facility like this in the entire country, and officials say the #1 goal of this is to end veteran homelessness, but they also say that it's very important to them to help combat those mental health issues that we all know that many veterans face. Now, today, attending today's ribbon cutting ceremony, there were many distinguished guests, including Moorhead Mayor Judd, but there was also virtual guests, including both Senators John Hoeven and Senator Kevin Cramer.
The risk of homelessness, particularly in cold weather places like North Dakota, that's a big challenge. It's a big problem. But having the ability to refer veterans to the resources that they need, boy, that's a great benefit to the veterans and to their families, and certainly to the communities.
Stacy, you also said it best. It's really a one-stop shop. We're in downtown Fargo. We're just on the corner of First Avenue North and 8th Street North. Very easily accessible to most people. And inside, there's an array of facilities for everyone. There's mental health, there's healthcare, there's 3 doctors' offices, doctors' rooms, there's women's care, there's going to be cooking classes. People can shower here, they can do their laundry here, and anybody who walks in need of a job, in need of housing, if you don't walk out with a new permanent address or a new permanent job, you're going to walk out with a very large handful of opportunities. Again, officials just saying that those people who served our country so bravely, they deserve everything, they deserve the best, and they deserve to get off the streets, especially, just like Kevin Cramer said, in our very cold winters, unfortunately, we have coming up. Reporting live in downtown Fargo, Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
All right, Bailey, thank you so much. And for more information on that new resource center, call the Fargo VA Public Affairs Office at 701-239-3724. Well, turning to weather tonight, it's a picture-perfect afternoon, but changes are coming. Here's Hutch with a look at the forecast.
Beautiful weather this evening, and if you like summer-like weather, Hutch's recommendation to you is to get out and enjoy it while you can. Big-time changes are in the offing, even for the weekend ahead, as we look in at our live shot from the Home of Economy location in Grand Forks, North Dakota. A lot of color there. Thunderstorms rumbling out of the Grand Rapids area heading into the Arrowhead of Minnesota, where temperatures are in the 50s. Bemidji's near 70, and we're near 80 in Grand Forks and Fargo heading into the evening. So get out and enjoy. The wind isn't too bad yet. We'll have a few clouds building overnight that will lead to Saturday morning showers, and we have more thunder in the forecast. We have cold air in the forecast, and it's going to be so cold, Stacy, that Hutch might have to mention a word I have not for some time. I'll have complete details on that word and the rest of your forecast here in just a few minutes.
Don't do it, Hutch. Just don't do it.
All right.
We're learning more about a shooting that happened near Concordia College last weekend. According to court documents, the 19-year-old who was shot saw a fight and intervened. He was shot in the leg. According to court documents, the shooter told other people at the party that they wouldn't leave alive. Witnesses say he then lifted up his shirt to show the handgun. 2 other men were also arrested. This man is convicted in the death of a 23-year-old woman. Devin Polzinski was found guilty of killing Alexandra Ellingson. He faces a maximum sentence of life in prison. She was found dead in a home in Thief River Falls in March of 2019. A medical examiner ruled her death as a homicide due to asphyxiation. Fargo police are calling an overnight stabbing accidental. The stabbing happened around 10:30 on 30th Avenue North and Broadway in North Fargo. The victims appear to have known each other, and police believe mental health may have played a role. No arrest has been made. The victim says he's not interested in pressing charges. A Harwood man was arrested early this morning after allegedly hitting someone in the head with a pool cue. Cass County sheriffs were called to Sanford Health around midnight to investigate an alleged assault that happened at the Harwood Grill and Saloon. Deputies learned a 38-year-old from Fargo was left hurt after being hit with a pool cue. Following the initial investigation, 29-year-old Casey Lusk was arrested for aggravated assault. Officers are still investigating. Authorities are still looking for more information on a fatal hit and run that happened a couple weeks ago, but they have identified a person of interest. 40-year-old Joseph Harold was walking on the side of the road on Highway 25 just south of 163rd Street near Piers, Minnesota. He was reportedly killed on September 13th between 5:30 and 6:10 in the morning. If you have any information, call Sergeant Lance Turncott at 218-316-3026 or that other number on your screen there, 218-820-8401. A man was arrested after police caught him trying to break into several vehicles in Fargo. Police say they found Nicholas Sorensen in the 2500 block of 15th Street South around 2:30 this morning. He admitted to breaking into 7 other vehicles and he had stolen items on him. He was booked into jail for unlawful entry into a motor vehicle, possession of stolen property, criminal mischief, and minor under the influence of alcohol. Here are the latest COVID-19 numbers in the area. North Dakota is reporting 436 new cases in the state, along with 8 new deaths. 219 people have died. In Minnesota, the state reports nearly 1,200 new cases, along with 6 new deaths. Nearly 2,000 people have died in Minnesota. Well, for the first time since a grand jury ruled no Louisville police officers will be directly charged in her death, the family of Breonna Taylor is speaking publicly about that decision as the city braces for another weekend of protests. Jay Gray has details tonight from Louisville.
Night and day.
Say her name!
Her name echoes from Louisville across the country. But Breonna Taylor's family and attorneys say it still hasn't been heard by Kentucky Attorney General Daniel Cameron.
Did he present any evidence on Breonna Taylor's behalf?
For the first time since a grand jury decision that no Louisville police officer will be directly charged in Taylor's death, her family is speaking out.
We're standing with you.
Taylor's mother, overcome with emotion, her sister, Breonna's aunt, reading her statement.
I was reassured Wednesday of why I have no faith in the legal system, in the police, in the law that are not made to protect us black and brown people.
As they demand transparency in the case.
Release the transcripts! Release the transcripts!
The attorney for John Mattingly released this video from the scene.
I'm gonna grab his legs.
Put him in the trunk! Put him in the trunk!
Just after the Louisville police officer was shot by Taylor's boyfriend during the raid. Now, 191 days later, the city is still locked down, on edge, and concerned about the weekend.
I would expect it to be a larger crowd. We have heard rumors of various folks coming in from out of town for the protest on both sides of the issue.
An issue that, like the protest here, isn't going away. Jay Gray, NBC News, Louisville.
Taylor's family is asking the state attorney general to release the transcript of the grand jury proceeding. Up next, buckets of love. The local basketball players making a big difference in their community.
And we had showers to start our day. This in Grand Forks, North Dakota. Clouds and sprinkles making their way through. And in Fargo, you could actually see the shafts of rain passing by just off in the distance near West Fargo and North Fargo. We did get sunshine and warmer temperatures today, and there are big BIG changes in store. Your forecast is next.